So my name is Mrs Rhonwen Morris. I'm head teacher here at Ysgol Preseli. Ysgol Preseli is the only Welsh medium all-age school in Pembrokeshire. So we start with pupils at the age of 3.5 and they finish here at 18 and 19 years of age. So we are an all-through school with a primary and a secondary campus next to each other. Both schools amalgamated back in 2022 to form Ysgol Preseli as it is now formally known. The original build for the secondary campus was built in 1959. Purpose-built at that time, but obviously not a purposeful building for 21st century learning. We needed a new building and we needed for it to be accessible for pupils, and that was the main thing. With us having 12 classrooms in what we refer to as the tower, with no disability access at all, we found it particularly difficult for pupils to gain access to specialist classrooms. We needed an additional laboratory on site, and we made the decision then that we could utilise a new modular building that had disability access, that would allow pupils then to access Welsh and language lessons without the needing to go up the tower. They also had then disability access for a laboratory and also access then in terms of anybody studying PE and looking at theoretical element for them to be very much closer then to the leisure centre and the facilities that we've got on campus. As soon as we found out that we were going to be working with Wernick, obviously we had some fantastic communication right throughout the progress of, we had some modular buildings, very, very old ones, that had come to the end of their life. So in terms of being able to fence off that area and get a lot of the demolishing work done over the summer holidays was a priority. So Wernick were involved, they knew what our school timetable was, they knew when our lunch and our break times were going to be, when pupils would be out on the schoolyard, obviously, where this modular building was being put in place. So throughout the process, it was very slick, managed to keep to our deadline. It meant that we could then have a timetable in place ready for us to move the classrooms then back into this new modular building, which includes a Welsh classroom, a PE classroom, and also one for science. And it means, again, throughout the process, we were allowed to choose things, decorative things such as colour, but also in terms of what we needed for the laboratory, and more importantly in terms of access and disability access with regards to where the ramps were being located, what type of ramp we wanted, because we have had ramps in the past that were, timber framed. They would become slippery in the winter, pupils and staff would slip. So we went right the way through the process in terms of what kind of ramp that we felt would ensure the safety of our pupils and our staff as well. So right through the process, they ensured that we were a part of the design process throughout, and many meetings, so that we could have something that was fit for purpose for 21st century education here at Ysgol Preseli.